My name was Temujin. It meant blacksmith. I was not born to rule. I was born to survive. Before there were banners, before there were armies, before the world learned to fear a name, there was just a boy standing in the grass realizing something important. The world had decided I was already dead. My father was a leader, strong, respected, the kind of man other men followed without asking why. They poisoned him for it. Not in battle, not with honor. At a feast. That's the first lesson I learned about power. It doesn't always come for you with a sword. Sometimes it smiles and pours you a drink. When my father died, the tribe looked at us, my mother, my brothers, me, and they turned away. No protection, no food, no place. On the steppe, that isn't abandonment. That's a death sentence with better manners. We were left behind with nothing but the wind and the knowledge that no one was coming back. People like to imagine survival as bravery. It isn't. It's hunger. It's shame. It's learning how quiet your stomach can scream. I learned to hunt before I learned to trust. I learned to count days by ribs, not sons. And I learned this. The people who leave you to starve will later ask for mercy. There was a time I thought blood meant loyalty. I was wrong. My half-brother took more than his share: food, power, control. In a world where mercy gets you killed, choices harden quickly. I will not dress this up for you. I killed him. Not because I wanted to, because the steppe teaches you early. If you don't choose who you become, someone else will do it for you. That moment followed me for the rest of my life. Not as pride, as weight. I was captured, bound, branded, made to wear a wooden collar like an animal. You learn a lot when you are owned. You learn how men justify cruelty. You learn how fear makes cowards loud and bullies confident. And you learn something else. Chains don't break because you're strong. They break because someone decides to help you. A man did. He looked at me, a starving boy in a collar, and chose to risk his life so I could have mine. I never forgot that. When I was free again, I understood something the tribes did not. They believed blood made loyalty. They were wrong. Loyalty made blood. I did not care who your father was. I cared who stood beside you when things went bad. Merit over lineage. Choice over accident of birth. That idea was more dangerous than any weapon. It threatened every man who had inherited power and never earned it. If you're still listening, you already know this story isn't about conquest. It's about what happens when broken systems meet someone who remembers every wound. Unity has a price. Order always does. When you build something strong enough to survive chaos, it stops being gentle. I did terrible things in the name of ending worse ones. I am not asking you to forgive that. I am telling you where it came from. You do not become feared by wanting to be feared. You become feared by never forgetting what fear feels like. The world gave me another name. They remember the fires. They remember the horses. They remember the dead. They forget the boy left in the grass after a feast gone wrong. History calls me Genghis Khan, but I was forged long before the crown, in hunger, in betrayal, in the quiet decision to never let the world decide I was dead again. If this story stayed with you, subscribe. We tell the ones history never learned how to explain.